Board, everybody. It is yet another Monday. We are here with a game that I've never played, and in fact, this is one that I forgot I even bought. I forgot it even existed, which is kind of in the Buck Wild category. This is a game called Mr. Shifty. I had to reacquaint myself with what this was when I saw the title. It appears to be a very, very Hotline Miami-ish type of game. Oh, you're going to force me to press the button that you want me to? And you're going to not recognize my control. Let me try and, like, reset the batteries in this thing and see if that is the problem, because it still has the little Xbox button up there lit up. Or is it going, actually, and... Okay, no, it's back to normal. Alright, cool. So, yeah, very Hotline Miami-ish game. I saw it. The graphics look kind of nice. It's very stylish looking. The team says, well, the Steam page description says this is a team of guys who have worked on like 27 games or something, all the way up from the GBA going forward. First of all, I highly doubt that they all worked together, and second of all, you didn't tell me what any of these fucking games were. So, you know, classic advertising right there, right? In any case, we're gonna find out together if this game is any good, or if I'm gonna be at the end of this and be like, more like Mr. Shitty. Pretend I did that in like an Anthony Fantano voice. I can't voices. I can't even do my own voice, and maybe we're all glad for that. Alright, so hopefully you're gonna show me the controls nice and fast. Okay, well. So the A button is how we do our little, like, teleport dash here. And that's how we go through walls and stuff. Okay. Oh, oops, I bumped the mouse. And our X button is our punch. Yep, how you do the shifty. Yeah, exactly. I mean, by the way, just look at this guy. It's just... Well, I guess a red ball cap has kind of been ruined forever, but... Long, bright blue coat, orange ball cap... You die in one hit because it's a Hotline Miami. In the back of my head, though, I'm just like, this dude kind of looks like a janitor. I find it hard to explain where my thought process comes from there, but, like... In the back of my head, I'm just like, this dude absolutely just looks like he fucking works here. In like... Not doing the actual work, but like cleaning up after these goons. Ah, hell. Well, that's my fault for not thinking on my... Well, okay, yeah, he's got the... No, that's just the doorknob. I was like, does he have the red dot drawn on us yet? And he does not. But these guys each take 2 fists in order to properly fist down, which, you know, that's a lot of fisting that we have to do. Anyway, yeah, I had a whole string of... I had prepped the shitty joke about just imagine me making this bad joke in a Fantano voice, because... People have been talking about that guy again. I stopped watching him a while ago because I stopped really caring about anything that most music critics had to say. Wow, my tastes don't match most people's. Okay, whatever. But genuinely, yeah, okay. Annoying person, but also I think you kind of have to be a YouTuber. What else is new? Wow, you mean to tell me that a YouTuber is going to have main character syndrome while shitting on people for having main character syndrome? Yo, I think that's also just me. Anyway. Ah, heck. I was really hoping we could get away with that, because I was really just blind punching with no strategy, but unfortunately, no good. No good, man. No good. It's full of steam. So I guess we've got some sort of combo meter going on. What do we get out of filling that is my question. Ah, yes, we can press X to knock on the doors. I mean... yeah, okay. I don't know if I was expecting that, but that also makes a lot of sense. That it's just going to be like, okay, actually, you just launch the door at them. I mean, obviously, it's good to have some sort of projectile, because we're in here. We've got all of these armed guards that we have to worry about. Drunka-lunka dunkity darned guards. God, I'm full of Futurama jokes today. And by jokes, I'm just mean references, really, but hey. But also, I mean, I don't know what I expected. It's just like... I think I was assuming that there'd be a little bit more of like, you knock on the door in order to try to trick them, and then you play around that. To do more of like stealth actions. But obviously this is one of those games, at least so far, that the stealth aspect, if there could be such a thing, is a bit of a stretch. Anyway, I screwed that up real badly. Maybe that's why I was remembering this. Maybe that's why I was thinking this dude looks like a janitor, is because do I actually remember that from an early trailer or something of this? Oh, okay, so our combo meter is like a bullet time thing. Right. Something I bet most... The sheer amount of people who haven't actually seen The Matrix and don't know the subtext... Subtext might even be a bit of a stretch of the meaning behind it. But I digress. I'm not here to get too deep into that. I'm just here to pick up a stick and not be able to pick up that broom because it's too broken. Although the level of detail, it does just sort of look like it's got like a stripe underneath a stripe of floor on top of it or something. I don't know. Ow. Wasn't acting fast enough. Ah, there goes my stick. Now I gotta hit people twice again. Damn it. I feel like I'm glad this game isn't voice acted, but I digress. Ah, yeah, here we go. It's goon time. Ah, you can't say it that way on the internet anymore. Okay, I don't know why I was expecting to enter the elevator and for it to just suddenly turn into like that one sequence in Metal Gear Solid. You guys remember what I'm talking about, right? I literally only just played that like a month ago, so come on. Ah, yes, Olympus Tower. This is Nakatomi Plaza, or I've never seen Die Hard. Shut up. So don't. He's an evil asshole. You know what? Fair enough. He looks the part. He's 6'4", apparently. Mega plutonium. Okay. Handle that with some gloves, I think. Would be a good idea. You guys did give me gloves, right? Yeah, okay, we got gloves. We could just take the stairs. Ah, we got security lasers. Oops. It's because I can only blink exact distances. Makes me think a little bit in a weird way. Well, obviously, I say blink. That's probably the word that's teeing me off. But reminds me of an era in Dota history where the blink dagger used to have... well, obviously, it still has a maximum distance, but basically, it used to be that if you overclicked past its range... That's a lot of goons. If you overclick past the range of the blink dagger, it would basically, you wouldn't get as much range out of it. It would be like, okay, technically it has a max range of 1300, but if you click outside, like further than 1300, it would blink you 1100 in that direction. I don't remember if those are the exact numbers. I'm just sort of guessing. And it's one of those like, okay, I get where you're coming from. You want to add a skill element to your game. But also, God, that was fucking annoying in terms of design, you know? Alright, cool. We got our bullet time ready to trigger if we get shot again. Or perhaps if we get punched by these guys in their extremely pink shirts. Very 80s. Or maybe more like very early 90s specifically. Because, oh boy, in that period of like 91 to 92, that was an era of especially loud visual aesthetics, you know? Visual aesthetics, yes. Listen to me. Oh, nice. We get an ore to hit people with. Oh, yeah. Okay, I wanted to set that down, but I guess I can just throw it, too. Well, rest and rip our hit meter there. Oh, boys! Ah, oh, dang. Things were going pretty good for a second there. And I walked a little too close to that. So I fucked up. And I did it again. Wow. I deserve to have to reset that. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But I hope that none of you were coming in here expecting me to succeed at this very well. Honestly, the fact that we got through that first level in less than 10 minutes, and I think with less than 10 deaths, is pretty impressive by itself, by my standards. Ooh-wee. Dang. No, I actually just want to reset on that one after I smashed the desk by just dodging near it. Oops. That's a new level of slop on my part. Alright, yeah, we're out of those for now, but that's fine. Just gotta set them up for easier takedowns. Ooh. Yikes. I mean, if we're careful about it, we might be able to just shift through it, but yeah, on paper, that's probably a bad idea. Probably a bad thing. Anyway, set that down and... Good enough. All right. Well, we found the access key. Anything else to pick up here? We got a mug. We can take the keyboard. Not anymore, we can't, but... that's pretty good. Honestly, I just sort of like the mug on some level. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Ooh, I oversped that a little bit. See? Simple. At least we won't have to fight any of these goons afterwards. That's good. Because let me tell you, there were a lot of them. They would be fucking seething after that. They would be most displeased with what just happened. Oh, hey, speaking of goons. That's it? That's all there's for that room? Whoa! Whoopsie! I could probably dodge this way if I was faster about it. Yeah. And there's a punch goon there. Okay, good. Now they're teaching me how to actually hold the controller properly, I see. Oh no, that dot was just my aiming reticulum blinking there. I was like, the heck? There we go. Not so bad yet, somehow. Take that, you stupid corn. Anyway. Told you, I just can't stop making Futurama gags today. And I'm sure everybody is gagging here just watching this terrible gameplay. Oh yeah, this is gonna go real well, isn't it? Yeah, I would assume that Mega Plutonium, if it's anything like regular plutonium, is pretty heavy. Also, they got these dudes in yellow suits instead of their usual attire. I guess because the bit here is that... Oh no, the other guys had, like, machine guns too. I almost said minigun, but no. That's something different entirely. Well, entirely different is a bit of a stretch, but definitely very different. That's for sure. I'm playing this part like shit. I mean, the big issue among a lot of this is that I am just kind of like dodging into attacks. Which is a real bonehead move, you know? Like, if I'd actually just kept punching straight, I could probably have gotten that guy. Unfortunately, that would require me to be good at the game, which I've never been good at a game before, and I'm certainly not about to start now, so... Anything else of note here? I'm not legally allowed to steal their guns, I see. But we'll pick up an ore. They've got a lot of ores in this big weird office building. You know, for all that those office boat races that you can do, right? Does this guy just own a company that manufactures ores for some reason? Yeah, see, that's a pretty easy one to figure out, and shockingly easy to perform, too. It scares you a little bit, but honestly, nothing too bad. Ooh, give me that mug. Interesting little switch device there. Can I get a little bit more range on these teleports? No? Well. Interesting setup you've got here in terms of just the shape of everything. Ooh, yeah, this is like designed for me to just sort of like jitter and launch myself into that early. Oh, fuck. Yeah, here we go. Alright, time to bail. Huh, they turned the lasers off. Were those controlled by the same switches or something? Oh, I have to actually fight these dudes, huh? I can't just, like, walk out. Ooh, yeah, I need to... See, I think the theory of what I'm doing is sound. I just gotta actually get to the part where I pull things off properly. And yeah, try not to overmash the A button, because that will make me be caught with my pants down. Oh. That was going pretty good. Especially because we had ourselves a nice full meter there. Alright, looks like we are safe to continue. Although, I mean, how the hell are we going to get out of this building, I guess is the next question. Whoa, hey, fuck. How many of the... deck out most of them, alright. Yeah, see, I mean, so far a surprising amount of that doesn't seem actually that bad, but... I wouldn't want to call any of it easy, I guess. Ah! We were caught on the corner there. Is that everybody? I think that might be everybody. Yeah. Oh. No, somebody took one last shot at me. And we threw the big chunk of radioactive stuff at him. By the way, so far the melee guys don't seem to be very impressive. I've had a couple of them try to attack me, but that's it, and they just don't. Never mind. As soon as I said anything, that sort of summoned it. But yeah, it still has not been very common for them to try to attack. Well, I don't know what you expected, but there you go. I think that an explosive device made of what you're certainly claiming to be plutonium would be very hazardous to have go off. even in some place like this. But don't necessarily call me an expert or anything. Sorry, just getting rid of a notification so it wouldn't annoy me. Operation Certain Death. The one that doesn't explode, well, it doesn't explode yet. It's just what they want to do with it. How hard can it possibly be to find the data terminal in this place? And the answer is... we're gonna find out, alright. Excellent. As all these dudes get launched out of the building, and thank goodness we aren't allowed to walk out of there, because that seems like a bit of a hazard. But, hey. Who am I to tell you what to do as a guy who punches people that far away? Excuse me. With a single hit. Ooh! Ah, these guys have shotguns. Alright. I didn't get a good look at that out of that guy, but hey. Makes sense that you'd be finding guys who've got something a little bit more serious in this area. I seem pretty stout, actually, so that's something else to look forward to. We get ourselves a vase. I'm pretty sure that that's not going to be a great choice of a melee weapon, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm just going to skip that part of it and just chuck it at somebody. The stick, however... okay, yeah, so that's exactly what we already know. It's just that's a place where it is extremely helpful because we basically get a free full meter immediately. And then we gotta play around this a little better. I didn't realize that guy was still standing until like the last second. Remember, the thing openly designed on bullet time doesn't make you invincible, and don't walk into the bullets from the side. You will feel real stupid then. Alright, I think this area is clear. There's all these chuckle fucks down here. And unfortunately, that wall's a little bit too thick for us to go through. Alright, things are going pretty good. After we actually properly swept all the guys in that one encounter. we get a trident. That is fun. But I guess they gotta give us something to throw, right? Because this setup. Okay, yeah, it's a projectile only. Makes sense, but I wasn't sure. Maybe I'd try to stab someone with it. I mean, at least I... Oh. Pff. At least I pressed the wrong button. At least on paper it is a spear of some description, so... Oh. I'm fucking things up in this room pretty badly. Anyway, I seen an achievement for spearing 5 guys with the same trident, so I am going to try to see if I can affect that a little bit, but the answer may be no. Yeah, not if I aim like that. Whatever, that's fine. Take the trident with us. You've got this many statues of Poseidon. Alright, dude. Okay. So I'm not here to tell you how to decorate your office building, but, that's a strange choice. You know? Yeah, you know. Plus, I enjoy getting in people's faces. Oh, well. Maybe I shouldn't enjoy getting in people's faces quite that much, but hey. Guys? That's right. Let's see if we can't get a good lineup going here. Maybe if I aimed a little better, sure, but unfortunately, I didn't. However, look at all those guys who are dying to friendly fire. That was pretty good. Ah, dang. What did I not do here? Is there like one guy left or something? Yeah, there was 2 guys left. Yeah, because like this whole place is just kill rooms. Can't leave none of these goons alive. You're not allowed to. It's just bad policy and, you know, come on. Clean up after yourself. Right? That only just didn't hit him. Okay. It's unfortunate. Yep, always look behind the bookcase. What did you expect? What kind of a game do you think this is? Smarter game than that? Because apparently not. Anyway, sorry, I'm adjusting in place here, and the mic arm did the thing. I definitely need to look into something that has, like, detents or something in it to keep it from doing that as easily. Fucking thing. Whatever, I'm just gonna raise it up way too high and it'll fix itself eventually, I guess. A little bit of counterweight on it might help. I don't know. Bonk. Gee, I wonder if it's important. Well, so much for stealth, because we just got seen by two of the big dudes. Yeah, we can't punch through the wall. Can't punch the wall out. Meanwhile, this guy's having an issue. And the two shotgun guards are just kind of like, okay, whatever, dude. I'm real bad at this. Yeah, the shotgun dudes are not messing around. The early, it felt like the earliest we saw them, they were taking a lot of time to get prepped, but now that is no longer bearing out. Also, yeah, you really, really do not want to run out your entire dash meter. Because then you have to recharge the whole thing. Unlike, whereas if you use even as many as 4, they will recharge over time instead of all in one block. Which gives you access to a couple more much faster. You know, it's sort of like the rules for the horse carrots in Ocarina. I say as if I ride the horse more than like once every 12 times I play that game on stream. 'Cause I'm not a big fan of the horse controls. Using this steering wheel with my fucking horse is awful. Or something. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this bit. Anyway. Here we are, stage 5, and we've switched over to Nathan Drake or something. I don't know. That's a lot of lasers. I am going to clearly need some sort of dash extender to deal with that. Or we can just disable the security. I mean, that's also a possibility. Also, I appreciate that that's described as a staff. As opposed to just being like some random pole or something. No, this is purpose built for whooping asses. At least that's what it implies to me. Unfortunately, we did still break it, but hey. Curious if this is designed in a loop, judging by how that's given to me as options. Oh, also, another thing that'd be super embarrassing would be if I were to run into the bullets from behind and then still die. That'd be like, wow. Just the worst way to go possible, I think. Okay, yeah, so instead of a loop, it's gonna be you have to go to both branches, right? That's our bit here. Oh, look, they got a shark. Hmm. Well, that part of things was easy. Once I stopped being absolutely terrible. What, you mean it's probably another trap? It's always dead parents. Oh, I get it. Just like the batted man. The man who is a bat. Get out my trusty quarterstaff. And actually, it's a buck and a quarterstaff. I don't remember that whole line. It's from a Daffy Duck cartoon, though. And just like every time I think about a quarterstaff, I'm thinking about buck and a quarterstaff. Unfortunately, there are kind of a lot of these dudes. And also, unfortunately, your bullet time doesn't work on them because they don't bullets, they fists. But once things get a little bit more properly managed. Ah, shit, I was pressing the wrong button. You don't want to be fighting groups of them while you're unarmed. Excuse me. Yeah, like, don't go into a cloud unless you've got a sweeping attack. Man, how many goons do you have working for you, dude? Come on. I feel like it can't possibly be this easy to get good goon work these days, but man. Ah, yes, I remember Borderlands. Ugh. Once again, just kind of going, ugh. Do I have to play that for you at some point? Sure hope not. I can just start pounding on every door until one of them works. You seem to have only one eye, so... I would assume that depth perception is not very high on that list. I'm just taking a guess because part of that is due to how our fields of vision overlap, I believe. Oh, is he trying to say that to us or to that dude? Well, whatever. Weapon money. Hell yeah. Love that. Just throw a wad of bills at a guy and kill him. That's pretty funny, actually. I appreciate it on some level. That is kind of a lot of goons, to be fair. Oh, I thought I got the other guy. Damn. But as you can see, I did not. That time I got the other guy. Didn't say, can I split the difference and hit neither of them this time? For a second, it looked like I got both of them, but unfortunately, no such luck. Meanwhile, that guy is just standing his ground, which is real smart because he's right in front of the fucking door. Oh. That's a pretty good run we had going for a second. I just screwed it up. Ah, crud. Started playing that part real badly. That's because this is no longer proceeding in the order that I'm expecting it to. I mean, part of it is also just poor play, but part of it is also, like... I have in my head an order in which this is supposed to go down, and it no longer is. And that time my meter popped that I didn't realize I had charged. Okay. Let's try to take these guys out on each side. One by one here. Ah, hell. Once again, I forgot I had a full meter, so... I was seriously that close to the guy? Damn. Damn. Whew, bit of a workout there. Tough stage. Tough area. It's set up in such a way where it's like, okay, in your head you're thinking, just go in a specific pattern, and it doesn't quite work out when you do it. At least it wasn't for me. Again, how much of that comes down to me being bad at the game, and how much of that is because of the design, I can't tell if it's intentional or not. Full of things you want stolen or punched. Well, you fool, you forgot that this is a silent protagonist. Objective, don't die. Lovely. And the first thing that happens is door opens and a guy's drawing a bead on us right away. Let me take a sip. Ooh, I guess it's not a guy. It's a gun turret of some description. A gun turret that's immune to fist. Well, that's disappointing. Gun turret? More like no fun allowed. Got him. Okay, a lot of sneaking around involved here. Oh, I was hopeful. Would have been real funny if that shit worked. Can do. Sometimes anyway. Oh, and I just get hit by a stray bullet, and that's what takes me down. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well. Damn, I guess I can't go across that. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But that did clean up quite a few of these dudes, which is great. Now all we have to do is just go there, I guess. Okay. I thought for sure the door was going to be somewhere else, and I was going to have to, like, cross the street again. Ooh. Don't love this, but hey. Ugh. Once again, dashing straight into a bullet. The classic. But that only took me like a couple of tries. So, all considered, I mean, not bad. Okay, I was gonna say, what's the gag here? The gag is that you can't go backwards. Okay. Now we can. Alright, well, the goons are gone. The explosives are gone. And all that stands between us and, thankfully, an open door right there is just a wall that we can hop through. I make no guarantees, but I'm certainly making a concerted effort to die not as much. As what? Well, I'm not going to go there, but... Oh no! We're gonna have to... Can we blast these in some way? That's my next question. Now, surely these are susceptible to a single punch, right? No, okay, we can punch them at least twice and push them that way. Nailed it. I was a little bit nervous about doing that, because, Ah, hell. Well, listen, if my goal is no longer to not die, it's fine if I do that, right? Surely, that's how that works. Zoink Scoob. Gee, Scoob, let's get back to the mystery van. I'm just doing that for fun. Wanted to take my upset out on something. And hey, those turrets seem to not take damage, so fuck it, why not, right? This is harsh. Yeah, well, we managed to fail our way to a meter, which is not very useful because the turret immediately eats it. Fuck me. Okay, so I guess this is just our, like, reward, question mark, for being bad at the game. Our, like, hey, here's your sympathy bonus. Use it to try to kill as many of the gunners as possible. Because, especially armed, I'm a little bit less worried about the fistmen. Only a little bit, though. Not, like, hugely or anything. As you say, whatever this statue has, we definitely want. Of course we want the fucking sword, I mean... Oh, it looks like we broke it. Oops, you broke it. Oops, you broke it. Thank you, Homestar. Oops. Honestly, I feel like they could just start us in the middle of the room with the beginning of his dialogue, really, but... Oh, you can break the water dispensers and get a free plastic bottle out of those that you can chuck at people. Interesting. Let's grab our gladiator sword here. Oh, the shield is throwable. Say, how many more goons you got? And the answer is several, apparently. Man, this goes on. This just goes on. Jeez. Jeez, oh man. This is an endurance trial for sure. Checkpoint would be nice, but I guess not. This is really going to jack up the amount of time that I'm spending in here. Okay, we've definitely gotten further than before. Oh yeah, here we got the shotgun guys. And they're even in the appropriate colors to be like Miami Vice dudes. Oh man. That was a lot to do in one stage. Fuck. For the single room? It's pretty brutal. Man, how many traps does this dude have in here? What the hell is this guy up to? Yeesh. Well. Here we are, probably in the basement. They had some sort of force field on us. Hey, can we see anything here? Yeah, they've used some sort of anti-magic barrier here, I guess. Anti-magic, yeah, okay, listen to me. Obviously, I did nothing, because, yeah. Now we're stuck. Never mind, I got unstuck. I'm gonna guess that if we wait for a bit, that'll get us somewhere. I mean, maybe not, but hey. Our options are kind of limited, and this does feel like the sort of game where they would ask you to wait. I guess in theory I could probably crack open the guides section on Steam and there's probably a full walkthrough or something of the game. In fact, give me a sec here. Back, take a look. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of speedrun stuff, I guess. Thanks. So now I know that there's 18 stages, it appears. And it's all video guides here on Steam. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I'm at a bit of a loss. Not that kind of loss. Stop thinking about it that way. Or... You thinking about it if you prefer. Oh, no, we're actually breaking through the wall, it looks like. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Well, fair enough. Yeah, I'd be surprised too. I'm taking your keyboard. Okay, so it seems we can't phase into or out of those areas. Alright, cool. There's gonna obviously be a lot of that in this area, I see. Love to know how exactly you did this, man, but hey. I just had to check the area to make sure there was nowhere else for me to go. Let's just go this way. And remember that because he's got the shift blockers on, we gotta fist our way through our problems here. That dude's got a flamethrower, that's great. I don't know if I can edge around him very easily, but I might be able to bait him into... No, he still moves a decent amount while he's burning shit up. So we just got to get around him the old-fashioned way. Quickly. Ah! And then don't get hung up on the switch like an idiot. It's the exact way that this would happen with me. Alright, now we dodge around Mr. Flemmenworther there, and we... can pick up cushion. That seems like more of a light distraction than an actual weapon, so that thing's going back. Let me pick up the toilet. Use that. Hey! Oh, we just get behind him and it'll work eventually. Meanwhile, these guys are working some serious flamming at me. Fuck. That's what I get for making that joke, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to punch out all these guys. Whoa! They explode! That makes sense, but oh boy! I was not prepared for it. Watch out you don't get killed by one of those projectile cushions. Whoa! Get away from that! Whoa! 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 Oh! It's a chain reaction. Just like we're at the beginning of Mario RPG again. For some reason. Well, you see, dude, you'd probably have some pretty good stuff going on if you set up the amount of dudes that you did in that other area inside of one of the field fizzlers here. But hey, who am I to tell my own enemies what they should do to stop me? Quite honestly, the amount of things that can stop me are pretty numerous. Oh, is that it? Okay, now what? Yeah, I didn't think so, but I also didn't really know what to do with after that point. Yeah, unfortunately, it's like unfeasible to go pull that guy and then go back. Oh, okay, I see. I'm gonna have to actually punch through that wall, so I have to... I've got to just book it. I can't do what I was thinking about earlier. See, the idea of, like, intentionally punching through walls still kind of evades me a little bit. Probably because most of the time it just takes fucking forever. Oh god, get out of there. Oh, jeez. Scary. Alright. Now what do you got for me? You've got some of this going on. Well... Oh. Wasn't expecting to be coming right at me. I mean, I was expecting to get chased by a flamethrower, but... That's the thing. I was expecting there to be a chase. Okay, good. I didn't have to get out in front of it, which was the nerve-wracking part. Exhaust the entire meter, and probably don't do that. Would be a good idea. Don't like warp straight into the flame. Go along the wall, I think, would probably be the best bet for that. let's let this thing come in. Play it arguably a little bit safer. Honestly, if I'm going to play that badly, it doesn't really matter that much, does it? Alright, that's that done. Get through here. Let our thing recover. Yeah, pretty good so far. Okay, I recognize what that wall texture means. I just wasn't sure when he was going to do it. Yeah, it makes sense the flamethrower dudes are wearing, like, fireproof suits. Yeah. The fuck was that, man? Oh, he didn't explode. Okay. Guess I can get a little bit more daring with my positioning. Motherfucker. This is rough. I have no armament, and approaching these flamethrower guys is like a very odd thing, at least for me. And plus, he's gonna make us fight how many of these fuckers? Like, at least 6 so far. Oh, see, that guy exploded that time. Is it just that it didn't happen before because I was basically, because I was already dead as he was exploding? Also, yeah, fat lot of good this bullet time meter is going to do for me, because I don't think it's going to even proc on these guys. Like, surely, because they're using fire. Yeah. That's not bullets. Fuck, I almost had that too. But man, at least with the gun guys, you can just kind of like sneak around the corner a little bit. and use that to your advantage. Also, yeah, there are certain times when you're like angled a little bit too hard against the wall. It basically your dash almost does not fire whatsoever. Obviously, I understand that there's a certain extent to which, yeah, you may not get a whole lot of distance because you don't arc whatsoever when you do it. You just go straight in the direction that you were aimed, but it still feels real bad. Get through there real quick. Half expected there to be another trap. There usually is. Oh, baby. What's the... So did that turn these on? Yeah, I don't know what solutions there are, Retro, that are currently like maintained in terms of Switch emulation. To be honest with you, I assume that there really are not many, just by virtue of the fact that, well, the whole thing that went down with them in the past with Nintendo, you know, destroying them as severely as... Okay, so we cannot punch through the... I didn't think the explosive barrels would actually work on the flames, but I wanted to try it anyway. Because now, otherwise, I've got to actually think through what my options are here. For a start, I should press the correct button. Oh, right, I can just do this. Alright, so that's... These... Oh, God, we do not have a whole lot of space. I need to punch that thing away real fast. I didn't even notice at first that was an acceptable distance to... push that thing, so to jump earlier, so oh shit, oh shit, oh damn it, I didn't even notice the other barrels. Oh boy, technically I think we can travel the length between the explosions there, but that is be insanely tight. One of those things that only a complete goofball would do, really, but surely that doesn't refer to us, right? Oh, right, that's a safe area to... Yeah, and I can still hear you over the intercom, Chairman Guy. More flamethrowers. Fuck. I'd really prefer to just not fight these guys if I could avoid it, but... That's because approaching them from an angle is a pain in the ass. As is approaching them at all, really, but hey. Basically, just get behind them or nothing. And for a case like that, for some of these guys, you gotta make sure they don't already see you. Oh well. We got away with that room pretty well. They have got plenty of goons in here, it looks like. This might be our final showdown for the floor. Oh, finally, that thing that we had banked for a while because it wouldn't do any good to us, finally got to do something with it. All right. Ah! Unfortunately, it didn't really help out very much, but hey. Oh, he's upset now. Buddy, I told you, you can't find good goons for anything these days. Come on. What are you gonna do? Put up an ad on Craigslist looking for goons? Come on, man. 23 minutes. Yeah, the challenge level in this part of the game skyrocketed. Ooh, boy. Maybe it'll level out a little more. For at least a little bit. Well, yeah, I mean, fair enough. And this is just time some dashes through things, huh? And you were starting to push me into the wall there. If you'd done one more layer, I may not have been able to deal with it, so. Well, there's your answer, Fishbowl. Let's go. Ah, I see. They got these guys with two guns now. Much tougher fight now. Ooh, we got another turret. Oh, baby. I don't like that. They got freaking rockets. However, that room was shockingly easy. Much easier to dodge shit than it is to get into fights, I guess. Or get out of fights, as the case may be, really. That, however, was very badly played. Ooh. Dang. Oh, there's not even anything back here. What am I doing? Assuming the path of most resistance to be the one that is the way you have to go, I guess. Because this game is fucking mean sometimes. Oh, I can literally just walk through. I don't even have to fight these guys. Awesome. Alright, we got a couple of goons in here, a couple of the fist goons. In orange jumpsuits, they kind of look like they're, like, actually in prison. Coward-seeking rockets. I get it. Oh! I can't dash into there either. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. I gotta get rid of that rocket, like, as fast as possible, basically. Maybe even a little faster, but that's okay. Very possible. Again, I don't know what the current state of any of that is, but I hope somebody is doing something with it, because aside from all the obvious reasons, like, just sometimes stuff is no longer really available other than that, so oh, what happened to the rocket launcher there? That's weird. Unfortunately, I don't think I can punch it out. Or for that matter, really properly blow it up. That seemed to have just been a bit of an outlier. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Do I even have enough time to do this? Okay, so it does seem that it can actually be damaged. Maybe only stunned or something, but that did seem to fix things. Hey, we're not buried. Maybe we're not buried under concrete. Huh? Apparently we are buried under concrete, but maybe we just actually have a signal in here. And yeah, he even refers to them as convicts. It's like they absolutely look the part, but you know, like your stereotypical, because they're in orange, which is kind of like the typical color that one assumes a prison jumpsuit to be, at least in the States. And they made them like these really swole dudes with seemingly shaved heads. They do just kind of look like your stereotypical thug a little bit. Like a guy who gets arrested for throwing a gun at a cop because he can't figure out how to shoot it. Wait. Might be a little too silly of a description, honestly, but at this point. Oh yeah, it's just a cushion. Well, I mean, hey. Projectile is a projectile. Alright, plus the shooty guys are here, so they don't seem to do well if they get pressed into a corner. I wonder if I had killed all these guys earlier, would I be able to just go through here for free? Ah, hell. Alright. I did that so badly. As you can tell by the fact that it failed. But We're down to just one guy, and he went down like a... He went down pretty severely. That's all I can say here. The fucking rockets, of course. I want to see if they get hit. No, because the rocket decided to dive into the floor for some reason. I guess we could have disabled those rocket launchers earlier, but I didn't realize that would be even a thing we could do. At least let me pick up the keyboard first. Eesh. I pressed the button, man. Maybe it's just like it's not ready yet. Oh no, that was glass. I was gonna say, wasn't there a wall there? It was either glass or it was gone already, which, you know, close enough really for either of those. Take out the shotgunner and scan to see how much is left. I can see we got the rocket turret, obviously, and we got the one pistolero down there, and we got 2 shotgunners. I was gonna say, am I gonna have to blow up the turret? But no, thank goodness I don't have to do that. We can get out of here. That was much easier, I would say. I mean, we got 31 deaths on that, which is still pretty high, even for our standards, but ooh boy. Much shorter. Did really most of those deaths happen super fast, so that would explain quite a bit. Ooh. Set those off. Fuck. Oh, whatever. Maybe I shouldn't complain too much. That was a little too easy. The rest of this surely is going to be, like, awful, right? Oh, God. Yeah, this is getting pretty awful. Well, we might be able to just dodge these guys for a bit, at least. Until some portion of these goons get exploderated. Oh, I thought for sure I would have been able to get a good punch in there, but nope. No such luck. And the more I look at those guys, the more I look at the flamethrower dudes, the more in the back of my head I'm just like, wow. They kind of look like Hank Hill. In particular, I feel like I've seen this meme eons ago where it was Hank Hill in an HEV suit. Is this about corn? I mean, I live in an area with a lot of cornfields, but... Hi, Irene. Alright, do this properly, please. I'd say you know better than that, but that's no guarantee of any display of showing it correctly. Oh, good. If they've just got, like, the basic grunts as their main stock and trade for a bit, that'll make my life significantly easier. I hashed it out after like 20 minutes. I was like, wait a second, that make... Whoa, look out. Look out. We got guys. I see what you're doing. Oh. Got many. Oh, well, he died from something. I don't know, he must have, like, stubbed his toe. Whoa. We got laser beams and a no-shift zone. A no-shift Sherlock, if you will. And I have to do some very odd dodging around stuff in order to avoid getting murdered by all of these guys. So I just sort of wait, really. And I can't quite just wait, but hey. Alrighty. Am I playing the seed I already rolled on Thursday? On Thursday, I'm going to be playing a new seed. I didn't roll one for Friday. I don't know exactly what I was going to... Because I finished that one. Oh. When did that guy get here? Oh, I see. Yeah, it just... That was indeed a very long seed, because I got, like, all the pain, apparently. And by that, I mean all the no explosives whatsoever, basically. As I pronounce explosives in a very odd way. Explosives. Oh, heck. This room is a very specific size also that it's like, I don't know how much shit there actually is here. Oh, I thought I had enough range to at least get that guy, but nope. Good stuff. Really using those landmines to our advantage here. Because thankfully these guys are pretty dumb. They don't know how to dodge around those. Which is great, because when you see how they behave around any of my attacks, it's like, how are they able to do that? Oh, I see. He's just trying to insult us. I was expecting him to be like, huh, that's weird. I thought you would have had actual blood in here. Nope, nope. He's just being a guy. You know, real... something or other. What emulator did I use for Quest 64, Rando? I think I was on Project 64, so... Since I used Parallel with a different launcher instead of using the RetroArch one, I wonder if that would behave differently, but... A big thing is that, as far as I'm aware... So as far as I'm aware, Quest 64 on emulator doesn't have a ton of major issues. Except that on older emulators it has some, like, weird text issues. And by text issues, I mean it has, like, wrong color text, but it seems to be fixed on newer versions of Project 64, like just by default. Yeah, I would say that Parallel is generally a pretty good emulator. I don't think it's perfect or anything. Excuse me. Plus, as we've seen before, it doesn't, it seems to have the same issues that Project 64 was having with displaying the alternate shield model for the Adult Link model that I was using for OOT randos. So I would assume that it's not perfect, but it seems to be pretty good. To guarantee, I would have to actually probably put another rando onto my flash cart and actually get a Hylian shield on it. I probably should retest that. I replaced the micro SD card, and I wonder if that's an issue, or maybe if I had the settings set wrong in it or something. Because apparently, according to most people, that the version of the summer card that I have, because I actually took a look at the inside circuit board, is apparently like the good one, as it were. But yeah, the flashcard that it came with was definitely something. I posted a picture of it on Blue Sky, and it was a little bit effed in terms of the labeling. For anyone who didn't see that, I will go and find a link real quick, especially because right now we seem to be trapped in a loading screen, so we might be kind of donezo here for the time being. But yeah, for anybody who didn't see what the micro SD card it came with looked like, it looks like fucking AI generated text. They screwed up whatever factory was putting that out, screwed up the label pretty badly. I mean, text stuff on low budget Chinese products is already pretty bad, but that is that's fucking comical is what that is. Anyway, the game seems to have stopped loading here, so I might actually cut it here and see about trying out aforementioned flashcard thing. Just because, yeah, I mean, we have played 2 hours of this, which is less than I usually would, but on the other hand, we've seen a fair bit of what this game has to offer to us. And where is one of my flashcard, one of my micro SD card adapters? Hold up. Yeah, I mean, this would fill in some time on the stream. Right? So, I guess I'll give my little conclusion here about this game now that I've played 2 hours of it. So far, what I would say about Mr. Shifty up to this point is that it feels like, what if the primary driving phrase in Hotline Miami was actually, I do enjoy hurting other people. As a game, it's very good, though. When I say that, I don't want that to be taken as necessarily being like me shitting on the game or anything. Not every game is going to necessarily have a whole lot of point. You know, if I come in here and I say otherwise, I'm really gonna start feeling like I look like Martin Scorsese talking about Marvel movies, and that's not my goal at all here. So yeah, let me just crack into this real quick. I'm leaving the game in the background just so we can have some background music, but I am also going to cut the recording.